Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians! I'm your host with the most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, and I'm coming at you on the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your one-stop shop for education, entertainment, and inspiration. A little bit of motivation. We will keep this going for you, my Nevermorians. The House of Usher still stands. So, before we get into everything, it's time to pay my bills. And the first thing you can do to help is hit the like button. Like this video. It's hugely good. No, make it good. Like it. If you're not subscribed, I checked. Half of you who watch this are not subscribed. If you're having trouble finding this, if you're having trouble seeing this, because Facebook does not like, friends, that I use StreamYard. Facebook does not like that I broadcast to YouTube. So they actively try to cause me some issue. So I'm going to ask you, dear friends, I come to you again to ask you for your help. Like, share, subscribe, and ringling that bell because new stuff is coming. Now, let's pay some bills and talk some business. The Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you by my sales on Amazon, including the books of The Simple Sword, the easiest way to learn how to sword fight. The Fighting Axe, the well-received first expansion to the Simple Sword, focusing on more aggressive, concussive weapons, and the Simple Spear, my lovely book building on these two that helps you learn the fine art of poking somebody with a long stick from way over here. Also, the Big Stumpy Robots Core Rulebook. Now, I have more books both in my collection, because there's a couple novellas in there, and more in the works. So, post my lovely vacation coming up, when I actually get to go somewhere for a while, I will be in need of time, because I'm going to create, I'm going to craft, I'm going to lovingly hammer out words, and I have been dropping right into accountability, which is kind of tricky when, I have a day or two apart. I put down more on the terror story. Thursdays are a very busy day for me because I go as a co-host with the mo-host from my bro host, Mr. Luke Stone, over on lukestonestudios.com. But, friends, I am working on some amazing things. We had a business meeting, and Luke is hiring a wonderful layout, a wonderfully talented gentleman for layout. So hopefully the RPG will be back on track. I am excited. And there may be another. I'm going to let you in on a secret. There may be a sequel to the Quick Play. Yes, friends. I may have penned a sequel to the Quick Play that not only expands the canon hybrids universe, but introduces new villains. So really good stuff is happening there. Speaking of hybrids, there's going to be new stuff from Luke Stone very soon. I'm excited about that. Oh, thank you. Oh, babe, when is the trick or treat? The business trick or treat? 3 to 5. Fowler, Indiana. Thank you. Oh, I mean, I can. It wouldn't be the first time, dear. There was a cat raid on my study. Lydia, you were just hanging around. I have to have a staff meeting. Let me see if this will let me do this. It may not. There we go. Lydia, why are you just hanging around? What do you have to say for yourself? I'm glad you understand that. You signed the contract. Don't yell at me. I'm sorry about the labor dispute. Guys, Lydia, just get some Starbucks. Come back ready to work. I'm so sorry you guys had to see that. Guys, I apologize. My management system normally, yes, I see you guys lurking in the back. Normally, guys, things run pretty smooth here at in the wonderful world of White Boot Arms and Artistry and whatever my business is called at the moment. But every once in a blue moon, we have a point where one of my lovely employees fails. It's quite problematic. I'm ashamed, but we're going to try to get. Look, I can't. No, what? Do you have an idea? Look, Lydia, the anglerfish is bucking for your job. You go. Anyway, getting back onto some normalcy around here. We have some good stuff to talk about today because, first off, as you may have heard me mention with my lovely wife, who's incredibly public speaking shy, I will be at the Benton County Public Library in lovely Fowler, Indiana, from 3 to 5, roughly, today, helping hand out candy for the business trick or treat, and just trying to have myself a grand old time. So if you happen to be in the area and you have nothing going on, because it's hard in the days leading up to Halloween to figure out what you're going to do. But we will be doing that. I'll probably be in pirate garb. Haven't quite decided yet. And you can meet my lovely wife if you haven't had the chance, which you should. Sorry about that tooth whistle every once in a while that comes out. So that's coming up. Then I have more stories to deep dive. I have a lot I want to get done. So what are my 3 focuses? My 3 focuses are the Rapid Rapier, the my art and storybook, and Tales of Terror, which has a different name. Through the Thinning Veil, I believe, is the title. An anthology of little scary stories. Some are based in real supernatural investigations. Some are parodies. And at least one may be launching a character I want to do a whole lot more with, if there's interest. So I'm a big fan of, here's some short stories. Let me see who among my characters or my storylines, people like, I need to know more about that. Right there, this. That's marketing to my consumers because they buy it, they read it, and they go, "Oh, Nick," and that's why I always like open doors in communications. I want to know what you guys think. I also have a video to do very soon involving that darkest of all times, the pumpkin invasion, and someone is just gonna have to step up and do something about this ongoing gourd-based threat. And as we know, Lydia can't be trusted. And anglerfish means well, but maybe I should ang. I'm taking good names for my anglerfish. I haven't named my anglerfish yet. He may get wall-mounted. I'm not sure. The shoggoth is still around, but he's just chilling too. Maybe he'll do a visit. Anyway, I love having open conversation with my people, with my coworkers, when they do their jobs. And there goes my stylus. Anyway, boink. Sir Pennington is just not doing his job either. He keeps dropping my stylus for some reason. But good help is hard to find. And people accuse me of being a one-man man. Anyhow, no, see all the help I have? My villain arc might be... This is leading me towards a villain arc, and I don't need a villain arc these days. But like I said, I love and live for quality conversation, the interaction, exchange of ideas. So what are you guys doing to prep for Halloween, and how is it affecting your broadcasting, your product creation, or are you just like holding your breath for this all to get over so Mariah can be loosed from her chambers and start the freezing upon us? Let's look into the comments and see what our astute people have to say. And we've had there's a comment dump as she does. Okay. Good morning and happy Friday, Nevermorians. I won't be around for the show today due to concrete pour, but hopefully you all enjoy the show and have a great weekend. You too. Well, I guess I'm back until 9 a.m. at least. Port just got pushed back. Dang it. Gotta love those delays. Boom. And Donna. Hey, Donna. How you doing? Nick, you flirt with your guests. Yes, I do. Shamelessly. Gotta love those delays, huh? Oh, so accountability time. Let's get some accountability on the table. Work in progresses are still on hold, but Dark in the Park is ready to go at Twin Peaks. Wow, Freudian's up. Twin Oaks Park this weekend. Normally, I wouldn't mind the delays, Joe responds, but the opening night of the event tonight, I was rather hoping to be off on time. Looks like I'll be dressed as a construction worker for the event. LOL. Will Trey be there? Take lots of pictures for those of us who can't make it. Morning, folks. Joe, Donna, and when he appears, Carl. Good morning, Richie. How is my favorite techno Viking going? Hey, Rich. Hey, Rich. How are you feeling? If the room that is named a color that is mixed from blue and yellow is happening, I might go live from the park tonight. Yes, live from the park. Oh. That could be a Halloween miracle. That would be awesome. Accountability. Did some on my lists for my idea bank scribbled out some more story ideas. Finished one of the dice bags and half done with the other. Nice. Just get it done. It is, Joe. Joe and I expected to be plastered since we are going to cancel. Whoa, Joe. It is. Joe and I expect to be plastered because we had to cancel going to HaloCon. Oh, no. Accountability. I went to court to change my name and didn't tell the judge what BS it was to have to do it. I wasn't sure there's a saga going on there, and I wasn't sure how much of it I was allowed to talk about, but if people are interested, ask her, and she may or may not discuss it more. I am a vault when it comes to such things. Happy 50th, Nick. No, it is not my 50th birthday unless that gets me presents, then it can be my birthday again. No, today, folks, is my 50th episode, having taken over Nevermind the Furthermore, which, as you dear folks know, I maintain only the highest quality. That's why I'm a little edgy. Lydia, I'm sorry if I was sharp with you. You're still supposed to keep kids and cats out of here. That's your job. But I know, I forget, it's coming up on a religious holiday for her, and it's almost her birthday. So happy birthday, early, Lydia, because your birthday won't be streamed. Actually, wait, no, your birthday will be streamed. Maybe we'll have a party for your birthday. Joe, glad to hear about the dark in the park. Feel free to stop by the room that shall not be named if you have time. Hey, Rich. Sorry to be late. I was either in FB or the bathroom, whichever sounds better. Well, one, you're always welcome here, Carl, and that's still a few minutes before the show starts. You're fine. 1 second, my throat's a little dry. I may have made cheese soup yesterday and scalded my throat a little bit because the cheese decided to be one block and then assault me. Anyway, let's be honest. You're probably in Facebook in the bathroom like the rest of us. We know how it goes. Everything's very bright today. I'm having one of those days. Oh, comment dump. Okay, cool. Comment dump. Howdy, Carl. It's time for Nick. Bam. LOL. Just got what I thought was a suspicious order from Amazon. Email from Amazon concerning my order. What order? Why, the Addy was so good I opened it. It was $1.99 for 22,000 tokens to continue reading Scars. ROTF. Okay. Bam. At least it was, yeah. Bam. See, people come in later and sometimes miss the beginning. And that's why strange things may happen at the beginning. At least it was legit. Michaela should drop a link for that. Where is she? Isn't she up at the crack of dawn? I think she has one of those horrible conditions called a job. And that might be what's messing with her. But Carl's dropping the link, and since it's a Vela, I assume for Michaela's ongoing Scars story. Dang, forgot to lower the volume. Womp, womp, womp. Me too, Rich. Yow. Happy 50th episode. That's right. 50 episodes since Brian was foolish enough to give me rights to the show. Oh, yeah. Anyhow. Hey, Blue Teddy. And hello, Blue Teddy. We love seeing you around. Go to Blue Teddy Narration. She does really cute drawings and tells stories and stuff on her YouTube channel. Very wholesome. I dig wholesome. Bam. Boom, 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 ba-doom. Good morning. And yes, happy 50th episode. We should see, you got to, guys, there are lessons I want you to learn. One of them is being excellent to each other and such, but another is remember the monkey brain needs parties. Okay. When you accomplish something, you get your book out. You got to be like, I got my book out. Okay. You got to dance. You got to boogie, put on some music, eat some chocolate, do something. Get new staff, like my happy little anglerfish. It was hard getting an anglerfish out of the Magnus Institute, but it was totally worth it. He seems quite civil, and he hasn't eaten anybody lately. Good boy, good anglerfish. Morning BTN. Oh, Blue Teddy narrations, yes. And morning. Okay, we got greetings. And don't you freeze up. Another comment dump. Bam. Morning, Rich. We see the full Nick studio. Not even close. There's much more chaos going on behind all things. Lydia's trying her best. Justice for Lydia. Well, see, you are well loved. Maybe for Monday you can come on camera and, or we can set up some kind of thing where I give you a little side screen and you can answer people's questions. I don't know. We'll figure something out for Lydia. Normalcy here. I'm sorry, that's not appropriate. I'm sorry, that's not appropriate. Better. Ouch. I think I broke my spleen laughing. Yeah, well, we don't break your spleen, Richie. We need you around. Poor spleen. Lydia needs a better agent. Lydia has to work like 3 to 4 hours a week. Gets free room and board. A full wardrobe background. And most of the time she just hangs around. Lydia's got it made. Happy Friday. Lurker mode engage. What? Oh, well, Sydney may be lurking, but her products aren't. So let's get those out in front. One, Sydney Koepp's an amazing creator. She's building worlds and amazing critters. My manatee lives in the living room, but I got lost in the jam for a little bit, which happens. That's a sign of a good commercial. That's why I haven't made one. I am trying to contact somebody to get the right Nick jam made, and it would be a custom piece. And then maybe I'll do some proper commercials. By the way, I am still rocking the Hawaiian shirt, but we're at that time where we have a boiler. So heat is a slow rise, slow fall kind of substance, and it gets kind of fluxy. So the my assorted hoodies become ubiquitous. So I'm still in character costume, so to speak. I'm keeping to brand, But I'm also kind of crossing the streams because this is the shirt I use when I'm teaching people to sword fight, and it's cool because it makes it easier to see my arms. So I hope that doesn't bother anyone. I do try to stay on brand for whatever my insane brand is. That's weird. Oh, UPS has done something for us. Let's see now. Back to the comments. Anglerfish. Abe for Abe Vagoda. Abe is a good color. Good color. Abe is a good color. We could go with that. I'll take answers. Hojos, what's up, Nick? Brewing a batch of beer and listening to that smooth radio voice, my man. I meant to ask you, is Luke doing the Paul Bunyan story for you in the 03 project? Yes, he is. Right now, he has a direct copy of my incredibly rough short that I drew back when I was just getting my hands to work. And I want to see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. I may do a version that I draw later. I'm not sure. But yes, the Out of Obscurity, or 03 to the people in the know, is a project Luke is working on, where it is a compilation of a whole bunch of authors and artists doing sample stories based on public domain characters that maybe haven't had the exposure they want. I have things going on with my boy Paul Bunyan, Kaiju Slayer, and danged if I'm not torn to have him, do the cryptid invasion. But it's a great story. It's a fun. And most of the books I'm seeing that are the sub books of this project are fun. So I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure when it's going to come together because there's so many pieces in the fire. And I always like to have a plan if the worst happens. If the worst happens, I can still redo it. But I have faith in Luke. I've also done something very special for Luke that I have to keep an absolute secret other than it exists, because it's my fault. Occasionally, my muse grabs hold of me violently, and I will direct message things to people. And I messaged a story to Luke, a hybrid story. Actually, I have a couple that are coming down the pipe. But this one will be, I believe, in the Complete Trashman Saga Omnibus. So once he gets through with this arc and the next arc. So it's a long time coming, but it's special. And you know me, I only do special. I have to, and so that's coming. And I have to catch myself so I don't say something to give it away. But I was pleased with the idea. It was a loving homage to the Hybrids universe. And it had to be done. So I can't wait to see what he does with that. See, right now, I'm at that period where it looks like I've been very, I've had a couple projects. It's been a few months since the Simple Spear came out. And it looks like from the published end, not much has happened. But over 2022, as we start to close it up, because for me, the holidays start with Halloween. It goes Halloween, my wedding anniversary, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a real holiday. We get to celebrate it. I'm looking at you, Mariah. You still have to back up a bit, hon. Back up. And then Christmas. And then my Christmas, which is where I get some time to chill and just enjoy the season and, stuff. Then New Year's Eve. That's a busy, busy time. It kind of gets whew. So I have the first week of my vacation, because we have a couple weeks off, my wife and I, and the first week's going to be prep, and I'm going to be just this coming week, hopefully knocking some stuff out, and then we get to go places. So I will be attempting to run streams the first full week of November from varied locations. So we may have Wi-Fi issues. Things may get hinky. I'm going to do my best. I'm really thinking of canceling the show the 7th simply because that's my literal, that'd be on Luke's thing, my literal 20th anniversary. And my wife is cool with me being on the show, but I'm not sure about it. One must be wise. Wisdom comes with the graves. But we'll see. So not this coming week, but the week after, there may be some fluctuations in broadcast necessary to the first half. We've had 2 vacations in the entire time we've been married, and one of them was 6 years ago. So we're kind of due. Anyway, villains are heroes with bad press managers, but better style. Hey, Hojo. Yeah, Hojo's awesome. Hojo does all sorts of cool stuff. And I didn't know you were a brewer. Well, it's funny. I don't drink, but I have helped in the production of mead and several other forms of alcohol. Nick also flirts in real life when Amanda isn't watching. Honey, I flirt in real life while Amanda is watching, and she knows it. Because I will tell you a great and terrible secret. If I'm at all smooth, how you doing? If there's any smoothness to it at all, she's not worried. Because she's seen what it looks like when I truly flirt. And my forms of when I truly flirt and I have any shall we say flirting with intent, it's a much different stuttering mess. Hojo says, I was happy with the Skak Jellington. Hashtag Skak Jellington. Okay, I was happy with the Jack Skellington pumpkin I carved for my little boys last night. And there's a link to his Twitter, Hojo's Twitter, and that status. Check that out. I will be doing some creative pumpkin carving very soon. I'm always torn. Do you carve the pumpkin or do you eat the pumpkin? But we always carve pumpkins because it's part of the fun of the holidays. Hello, Hojo. Hi, Carl. Hi, Donna. Good morning, all. Good morning, Nick. Good morning, Jody. And Jody knows what happens. Jody knows. He knows if he shows up and is civil on my show, which he almost always is. I love you, Jeff. This happens.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher. And I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Yeah, Joe, you always have something interesting to say. And the Amazon Wrestling Federation, AWF Primetime Saturday Night, the RPG should be coming fairly soon, if not in 2022, early 2023. I look forward to seeing people make profits off of some of my labors in 2023, and maybe even me. But good to see you. How are you doing? And we got greetings. Lots of greetings for Hojo, for Joe, for everybody. Hey, Joe. Blue Teddy Narration says accountability. Took a few days off from drawing and writing to play video games. No, you gotta. Taking a break to recharge, especially if you feel you need it. Everybody here survived 2020, okay? And we have survived the bizarre sequel that is 2022 thus far. Nothing else is promised. So you have to allow yourself some flow for all the hustle. I'm not going to fault you, Blue Teddy, but but please get back drawing and doing nifty things because I want to see more of your creations so I can promote them and throw your link to your YouTube channel in your comments, please, ma'am. Glenn B. Fleming. Nick Glenn! Oh, my day's always better when my erstwhile companion Glenn shows up. Wonderful creator. If you don't know who he is so much more than the guy who interviewed Jack Kirby twice in his home. He's actually an adventurer, an artist, a storyteller, someone who's seized life and done some pretty awesome stuff. So folks need to follow Glenn and follow Hatch. He has his campaign going, I believe. I think it's up already, isn't it? Or it's going to be up soon for Hatch 2, which I love seeing a good campaign go. Now, let's see. Howdy, Glenn. Hey, Rich. Hey, Jody. Accountability. I have been unfruitful in conversations and creating a lot happier for it, too. Figured out why one panel was able to render in Daz Studio. Still have to correct the other panels. No, that's beautiful. Guys, when you struggle because something isn't working and you figure out how to do it, you have grown so much. That is definitely something to be proud of as part of your accountability. And if you're in the chat and you want to talk about what you do or you're watching the show, because my good friends have all liked this episode and they have shared it around, right? I want to see this coming up on my feed more because I check on you all. I know who shares and who doesn't. Don't make me get Sarah in here. But please, if you're watching and you're one of the lurkers, folks, I do broadcast to 3 places. I broadcast to Twitter, which does not allow comments back on it, which is problematic. I broadcast through my main site at the Nicholas Tockert channel. So it's Nicholas Tockert on YouTube. And I broadcast through the Rising Tide broadcasters on Facebook because a lot of people know where to go there because that's something our dear friend, colleague, and hero, Brian K. Morris, set up. I was truly hoping he could make it into the chats, but he's either sleeping or busy, and I applaud both. And if he's busy while sleeping with Cookie, well, then, all we can say to that is hashtag bring Cookie home in whatever way it works. But cha. And please remember to support Brian K. Morris at Risingtide.pub because the Rising Tide lifts all boats. Now, getting back into your lovely comments. Okay. We got greetings and hey there. My God, if you added a sugar on the end, I'd have Honey Goblin flashbacks. Hey there, Michaela. I hope you're doing good. Hope the yards aren't too gritty and you find work in the city. Don't you know? You should be paid so that you can go somewhere fun. Anyway, Glenn has the next issue been released of Comics Unlimited. No, I think they're waiting on Randy Zimmerman's portion. Oh, wow, Michaela has appeared. Hey, Michaela. There she is. Oh, Joe's greeting Glenn. Hey, Glenn. I thought of you today when Glass Onion from the Beatles came on in my shuffle. That's cool. That is just cool. Wild Michaelas are the best Michaelas. Wild Michaelas couldn't drag me away from you. Anyway, Michaela. Yeah, I was up late writing 2 books. Go you. Then I got up early, dropped the kid at work, took a nap, and I'm back at writing. Yeah. Oh, you're a beast, Michaela. Wow. I was wandering Walmart till they closed and ran us out. But hey, Michaela, we were just talking about your awesome story, Stars. Yes. And Glenn's giving some love to Donna Carly Carlene. Yeah, a little bit of love there. That's fine for those evolved from monkeys or monkeys. Those of us for other mammalian roots. Wow. Wow. Says yet another werebear in my life. Werebear, their castle. Hey Donna, thank you so much. I love it when people talk about me. Oh, and they do, Michaela. I have a spare camera. Next time I see Nick, I'll give him a Lydia cam. The problem is that is the next level up of subscription to mine to have multiple cameras out of here. So I can't quite do that right now. But I'm working on something special. Trust me. I would never do something bizarre and unexpected. Wait, Michaela took a nap? Yeah, she took a nap. And you have to wonder yourself, what was she dreaming about? I bet it involved warriors and throbbing. Anyway, Glenn's smiling at Rich. She is human after all, allegedly. And smiling at Carl. I hear that that Lydia, the anglerfish, and Sir Pennington are talking about unionizing. They're not talking about. Good lords, how horrible do you think? Of course they are. They are members of the Supernatural Support Guild. The SSG. They get, what do you mean Stargate Command? No, SSG, Supernatural Support Guild. Yeah, no. I encourage them to unionize. They get better benefits than I do. I mean, seriously. No, they're in good shape. What kind of monster do you think I would? I would never impede the fair treatment of labor. From the desk of a small press publisher. Lydia just likes to complain because she knows she has a contract, so she can complain and not have to get out. Hey, Joe. See, everybody's greeting each other. LL, yeah, I'm going to need that nap. It's Friday and the green room is tonight. Oh, my. Bam. Holy carp. If Michaela's napping for the green room, I'd better nap too. Joe D, human? Me, where? Me? I don't think so. I'm a myth, bordering on a legend. I have heard both talents and attributes of yours described as legendary, so that's not too far off. Lamau, you do that whole torch singer thing, and you will crack into proper legend category. Nay, you're not boarding, Michaela. You're truly a legend. Thank you, Donna. Wow, Calvin goes to bandage off. Jeez. Oh, poor Carl. Cindy Koepp, lurker mode is disengaged. She is phased in. Happy wife, extend your life, as they say. We prefer happy spouse, happy house. Spooky day is usually a non-event, but during the day I shall be dressed up as a tired tech writer. Oh, Cindy. And yeah, spooky day is a little rough. Come spooky night, and the mood is right. I'm gonna have fun. I don't know what we're gonna do. A lot of it will be weather dependent, but even if we don't go out proper, there will be fire. There will be fun. He's in a playful mood. Well, of course he is. It's Friday. It's just unfortunately, the little cat has razor play tendencies, and what's a little bloodletting between friends? But it's supposed to be consensual. Dang it! Go get simple swords for big stumpy robots. Yes. Amazon.com/Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert II. Yes, that's right. Remember, folks, I am version 2.0, the upgrade. Yes, he's more in a scamp mindset. Not the only one. Tonight, 7 p.m. Central, Historical Fencing Guild gets to get more fun with swords. Oh, yes. Today's plan, actually, of discussion is based on something Cindy Koepp recommended to my Patreon, where we will be discussing adding and incorporating weaponry into costuming for Halloween for fun and profit. Yes, Jody, I was petting his exposed belly, but it was a trap. Ma! It's a trap! Yes. Do you need neuroses? Amy Hale has neuroses. Bam. Holiday humor with monsters. Smashwords.com/book/search. Brian K. Morris. Reality has pulled. Amazon.com. Brian K. Morris. See, even though Brian doesn't make it to the show nearly enough, he is loved and thought of fondly. Mid 2023 on primetime Saturday night, the role-playing game. What's that? Bam! Bakery Ninja strikes again. Cool sci-fi at bearpublications.com. Animal Eye Urch at Animal Eye Merch at bit.ly/bearpub. Anyway, we'll get through it. Promcom starts tonight at Pops Van Zant's YouTube channel. And we have a comment dump. So, okay, let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, right, promotion. Here's my channel, LOL. All right, folks, here we're on the mission again. Go. After this show, subscribe to her channel. My goal, one of my great dreams is for this channel to regularly help people to get enough viewership and enough bumps that they get the custom URL that lets it share. Because if I wanted to share this channel, I could share my youtube.com/ right? That you see all those letters and numbers. Or because I have my custom URL, I can say youtube.com/C for custom URL / Nicholas Tockert. And then bling! People like, hey, I can remember that. Yes, you can. Royal Cruise does cool artwork at ArtStation/Royal Cruise. You can even get his customized art at Subscribestar/Royal Cruise. And it looks like I'm one more. Nice, Joe. Yeah, I think so. I'm excited. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing the launch of the Hybrids RPG. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing the Writer's Rule Project by Telepathic Bunny Comics and Buddy Lord. I was busy in the background while nobody was looking, folks. And then I have all my projects that are coming forward. So life is looking a little good, a little pleasant, a little Cindy Koepp says, I've almost finished the last Afghan for the consignment store. This weekend, I want to write 2 scenes of suitable arrangement. Ooh! That's that. I'm excited for your next book, Cindy. Sorry, my voice is getting a little rough today. Lovely voice, Blue Teddy. She really does. And Book of Job has a great commentary of Victoria Adams, and it really is. That's on my to acquire list. Thank you, Carl. S.L. Rowland has heroic trolls. Brian is singing C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. While at Holocon, I think. Probably he's either at Holocon or on his way. But he could be listening in the car, or he'll catch it later if he does. Love you, Brian. Love you, Cookie. Stay safe. Get money. Hit it and quit it. Have a blast, y'all. I envy the folks going to HoloCon this year. I was not going to schedule a convention right around my 20th anniversary. Love y'all. Ain't worth dying for. Next year, though. Next year, I want to hit HoloCon because a little bird has told me that the amazing Mike Jimmy Lorsha DeBron is supposed to be there. And I just have to decide if next year I'm going as a guest or as a vendor. And that will require me talking to the illustrious Joe Dog McKeel and looking at my finances. You need webpage design, Studio Hubris.wix site, Studio Hubris 5. Omaha Quad Comic and Toy Show. Couldn't make it, but 80 other geeky people did. So go have fun. More geekiness at QuadCon. QuadCityCon.com. Christmas with a Cause, 11/12. Ooh. Get nifty stuff and support various charities. Monster Anthology is out at yeolddragonbooks.com/meet the dragons. And the Art of Animal Eye Colors can be found at The Raider. www.deviant.com/TheRaider05. Also, if you're going to DeviantArt, which you should, it's a wonderful resource. My first real social network, social media. Please look up DeviantArt.com/NickT, where you can see my art, preview some of my little story snippets in a very rough form, and a bunch of other really neat stuff. You can also follow me on Instagram, which I believe is under Nicholas Tockert, and on YouTube. And what I have now is I've almost got the system perfect where when I do a piece of art, I can broadcast to this channel the time lapse of how the art was done digitally and put the art up on DA and get everything set up so that's on Instagram too. I'm starting to get that little juggle down, and it's really a cool thing. Where did my break go? Don't forget to tip your host. Hashtag bring cookie home. Don't go. Hashtag bring cookie home. Go to patreon.com/the Historical Fencing Guild and sign up for the Rising Tide newsletter and get books, critters, and blankets at CKOEPP.com. Sign up for her newsletter as well. And while we're at that, let's throw a couple banners. Yes, if you wish to donate to me, I will either privately or publicly, depending on what you're comfortable with. Thank you. PayPal.me/Nicholas Tockert. Boom. And that was the wrong button. And I'm probably going to run an ad, but remember to please let cat art. Hashtag let cat art is a reminder both for her that both for everyone that Kat Rothermel, art teacher, artist, and powerhouse of beauty and positivity, a reincarnation of a blend of Cyndi Lauper and Elvira into one near perfect form. I've known her a very, very, very long time. She's creating, and you should look at her stuff, and I'm trying to get her to come out more digitally online. And also, though, Let Cat Art has to stand for all the art teachers who, while they're out there teaching us, I would not be who I am without both having one of the worst art teachers of all time and a couple of the best. So I put a lot of credit to that trade because it's treated as an extra, a treat, something frilly, when it's really, for a lot of us, one of the intellectual joys of being educated, and two, an opportunity without I can't measure, to use materials I would have never been able to afford. The access to the papers and the clay and getting things fired. Sometimes that's the only time that people of modest income can express themselves in those media. It's a very special and important job. So please support the arts wherever you can, and support Kat Rothamel. She may not see this, but that's okay too, because I love her. Lurker mode engaged. And Michaela says, I took on 2 part-time jobs. Go me. Look at her taking 2 at the same time. You really are a champion. Do they high five? You got another one? I have friends who can't be bothered to get 1. Yep, I'm crazy. Got another one. I'm a bit greedy. Can't wait to hear this story tonight. Y'all are making fun. All these part-time jobs add up to one full one-time job. Just watch. Yeah, well, that's what happened to me. Because I had full-time jobs, but always a problem. So I have a fallback, and then I'd have a fallback of a fallback. And I did that for many years. I would work 3 jobs at a time, not counting my independent work. That's why my work history is so hard to explain. Time to pretend to be a good employee instead of a freaking awesome one. Staff meeting! Yes. Once again, the forces of evil have played that dreaded card on Rich that says this could have been an email. Womp, 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 womp. Good day, Rich. Now, all right. So, wow, we're almost at the hour. And, sorry, my throat's getting a little poppy and the commentary's a little down. So, does anyone have... No, that's still good day, Rich. Does anyone have any questions that they want to talk about today before we consider getting ready to maybe sign off early? Because it looks like we're having a very mellow day, and this is the first full day of my wife's vacation, so I might just call it at an hour hard. Plus, I do want to make sure folks have time to go over to see Nita Lanning and Daphne Lage over at, it was Ragin' 2. It's changed names a couple times. No, I think it's still, the YouTube is still Ragin' 2. Ragin 2, Ragin 2, and that's a good place to learn some stuff and hear neat commentary. Oh wait, we got some more. Yep, that's a lot of irons in the fire, but this too shall pass, as they say. Yes, I really hope we can get to a world where creatives are appreciated and can make enough that we don't have to do things that don't apply to us just to keep the lights on. Richie says, I'd say have a good day / weekend, but you folks deserve a awesome one. And you know what? I agree that too. A lot of us are going to be celebrating Halloween this weekend because Halloween itself falls on a Monday. Language! Yes, my boy Johnny. Hey, Johnny, how are you doing? I hope you are doing great. Johnny is one of the greatest creators I actually know, and he sent me an amazing piece of art, and he sent me a great story snippet, and I really desperately want to see him just run with this story. I love when... I don't know if this happens, and with that, my story keeps going. Wait. It wasn't language, it was hieroglyphics. Anyway, but he sent me this little story related to a picture, a bit of what I would call lore. I love item lore as a game designer. I love the story behind magic items and historical items and artifacts, real and imagined. And he wrote a truly delightful story that I know it was good because I watched it. I don't know if have you ever had a story and you go to describe it and you didn't read it, you watched it? I completely watched this little story happen. Like my mind's eye theater was on it. And I love that. And I really hope he runs with that because I want to see more of what Johnny's doing. At JP7 on Twitter, JP7 Art on Twitter. Follow him. He also has another link he can throw in if he's feeling generous. And I do. I actually have to tell you something else, Johnny, while I have you here, and y'all can listen. Every month at the library. Right now, it's only once a month. I may up it. It depends on how my scheduling goes and some car issues. I run an RPG for the kids. And I am running a version of Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge. Now, why does this apply here? One of the children, whom I won't name, obviously, I mean, he's a teenager, he's a cool guy, but realized that there are vampires. And unlike so many who are of the, well, we'll steak and bacon, that's our thing, he wants to join the Undead Legion very badly. And should he get to play, I will be introducing the Vampire Lord Cage much, much sooner as a potential quest giver, mid-boss, alternate entity, just to make things more likely. Just because he truly wants to be Johnny. He wants to be a vampire. And frankly, Johnny's boss is a bit of a sourpuss. He's a vampire, but he's a very, very powerful, very grumpy vampire. And Johnny has a bit more personality. So, when I wrote Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge, and I'm going to go for a couple minutes and then I'll call it. A little background is I wrote it as a sandbox setup where you have your hub and their missions, and the farther away you get from the hub, the more difficult the challenges get. Oh yes, he'll be less problematic than the let me throw the boat at the gate crew. And I do want to tell you something in all honesty, Johnny. That throw the boat at the gate crew should have been TPK'd. And you would have eaten them. Had it not been for some Deus Ex Machina to not end the game so that the broadcast could keep going. By strict, if I was running that, they would have died and you would have come, had a nice meal, and that would have been that. I just want to let you know. Don't let them fool you. You're the real winner. Because the Harpies were under your control. And people may not know. If you want to know, go to season 1 of Red Valkyrie Presents Dice Dudes and Dames. Dice Dudes and Dames. Dice Dames and Dudes. Whatever. Triple D. There's a secret 4th D for dyslexia. But I ran the first season of that. And then it was called about this time of year. A little later, because it was called around Thanksgiving. And I didn't know, and there was some miscommunication. And I took, got 2-week notice and went, okay, cool. But it was because Woodrow wanted to DM, and I haven't been able to catch it because of some med issues anyway. That's when things got really bad. But I got to run one of my favorite scenarios I've ever come up with at the end of that, involving a very large Thanksgiving dinner. But the NPCs from that game are going to be formally immortalized. Johnny freaking Cage, Lord Cage the Vampire, and many others will be in the fantasy RPG of the same name, Dusk Falls over Ravencleft Gorge. I will be publishing that. The NPCs are going to be canon. I I want to take it, and that will be part of my project to do a fantasy version of the base plus 2 engine. So I will be stepping back and retweaking everything so I can add all the home rule tweaks that I added anyway and make the system pop, pop, pop. Because a lot of what I realized is base plus 2 is very close to how I run essentially speed RPGs when I have to run a game. Because I have a set of rules that greatly speed up the creation of games because I have to run them for large groups. I was running 17 children yesterday, ranging from 6 to 14, from 6 to 8. From 5 to 8. The game went well. But to do that, you can't have these crazy 5th ed 15,000 things people can do. So I am just distilling my style of gaming with this engine I made to make the gaming experience like I like. But certain NPCs from that program will be there, and many of them were based on the canon. I will probably have NPCs based on my lovely players as well, as a homage to these grand people. And you're hearing me fidget with a set of dice because I misplaced my dice, so I opened up a set of brown dice from the they're kind of coppery cell bag, and then I found my missing dice. So I'm sitting here with a set of new kind of shiny brown coppery, very pretty dice, because I don't take my Frog G dice anyway where they live safe. But I'll be doing that. And I still want to do that video on world building. So that's coming up. However, we've gone well over our hour, and everybody's being nice and quiet. So I'm going to say it's a good time to sign out, or at least run an outgoing ad. So I'm going to run, let's see, what am I running? Oh, yes. I'm going to run Frog G's trailer. I have to run a few more ads and then I can go. Because Frog G was shadow banned by IGG for unknown reasons. So I have to promote it.
We've all read the story. The brave hero conquers the diabolical villain and rescues the damsel in distress. But this is real life, and in real life, stories don't always have happy endings. Frog G, the story of a man turned into a frog by a voodoo priestess sent on a mission to kill a god by death itself. Now our hero must roam the underworld to regain his humanity and win back the woman he loves.
Yeah, that's an incredible title. And let me see. I have just enough time, because I know how long most of their intro ads are, to run. I haven't run Robin's, so I'm not going to run Cats, because I've talked about her a lot, but I do want to run my friend Robin Yoda's YouTube channel and her Twitch, which is very, very wholesome. I think Blue Tay Narrations would really like her stuff.
Hi, bunnies. This is Robin Yoda. Just wanting to let you know I have a Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Robin Yoda. You can catch me there Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Pacific playing Stardew Valley, Saturdays at 2 p.m. playing The Sims 4, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific playing a random game from my Game Pass library. You can also find me Mondays on my YouTube channel, Robin Yoda the Lilac Bunny. I hope to see you all there. Thanks for watching.
Now, I do want to put a shout out because a birdie reached out, and it looks like our dear friend Kat will be getting a custom URL very soon. When she gets that for one of her channels, or any of them, I will promote the heck out of that channel. I am so excited for her. I just wanted to throw some love at an older friend. Well, wow, yeah. But we have one more comment, and see y'all. See you Monday. we will see. Well, some of us will see me tonight at 8 o'clock for the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream. I will also be shooting a special video in Halloween related as doing my part, because I have, I understand that the chattiest of shads, the grimmest of skulls, and the beigest of lindies all usually do their part this time of year, and it may be time for me to rise up and do my part against pumpkin aggression. So, something is coming soon. I will talk to you all very later. With that all being said, guys, I love y'all. Be safe, okay? Especially this Halloween weekend. Don't summon anything bigger than your head. Don't leave your circles open. Don't trust the Ouija board. It lies to you. The beckoning force in the woods wants to eat your face. I know them. Seriously. They're not fun. They're not even invited to the parties. Have fun. Watch some campy sci-fi horror movies and let yourself have fun this weekend. I'm serious, guys. We've all dealt with too much reality, too much seriousness. Get out there. Have fun. Create something that brings joy to your heart. Have a lovely day. Blue Teddy said to, so we have no choice. And then create something. Write, draw, whatever your little jam is, because even if it's not perfect, you can still edit it, but you can't edit a blank page. See you soon.